Of course, I'm a pirate. Oh my, hey baby.
Never get old.
You know what? I got one of these.
You know what? I really like Star Wars The Old Republic. I like it a lot. When I first saw Star Wars The Old Republic, it would be back in 2011 before Disney had bought the rights to it in 2012. I was still a young weeb coming off of RuneScape and other MMOs back in the day. And so when 2010 hit and I saw the cinematic trailer for Star Wars The Old Republic, I was hooked. But as fate had it, my dad's computer died. Yeah, I was one of those guys. I had no way to play this game. And so it wouldn't be several years later until I had an opportunity to play like the first couple missions, but it was a different character. I was playing my Jedi and it had too much integrations. Some of the game mechanics weren't right yet, and I think the community already kind of took off. So I was kind of drawn into it, but as life had it, it had different plans for me. Now, several years later after that, buying my first PC has given me the opportunity to play Star Wars The Old Republic on Steam because it was, as you know, free. And you know what? Coming back to it, my God, I am in love with this game. I cannot seem to put this game down. Its combat, its story, the characters. My God, I was in love. I can't seem to just stop and make videos of what I want to do. It's like I even started streaming this game, and I was just so enamored with this world and all the characters. Though I can find it that some of this stuff is kind of outdated. I think the game gets updated frequently. I still have to check, but what I see, it is like, wow. I cannot put it down. I cannot stop thinking about it. My character, I even tried to like level boost a character, and I was already working on another character, and he is already level 40, and I just seemed to want to work on my level 40 character, and I just kept working on it. The combat feels so crunchy, if you know what I mean. Crunchy. It feels so kind of weighty, though I feel in certain aspects the gameplay can be kind of difficult for new people who doesn't know MMOs as well as most others. Like in this gameplay right now, you're seeing it's just me taking on what is known as a flashpoint, and I'm facing a Jedi, and I don't even think I could take this down. My character is what you call a Sith juggernaut, and so basically he's a tank character, and wow, I could even going at this alone. It is the most difficult thing. It has a lot of challenge to it. That's what I'm trying to say. Because sometimes you get lost in a certain section, and you might be over leveled for the section, but if you get like really like overcrowded by enemies, you will die. And the healing is not forgiving. That's the only criticism I can give it right now. Is not the only criticism, but I got a couple more. It's minor stuff. It's like the healing. It takes like a minute for like a med pack to cool down, and then you're like taking massive amount of damages. I was lucky in this gameplay where they had back to tanks or back to stations, and it was giving you a chance to heal. But like later on, I'll be taking on like a bigger monster, and in my first attempt, I lost it the first attempt, and I don't know why. I thought I was doing pretty good, to be honest. And I keep saying "and" a lot. Sorry, this is my first not something like this, but it's actually like doing some voiceovers. I'm kind of doing this. I had a script made out, but I didn't really like it. As I said, the combat feels real weighty, real nice. Most of the macros feels like you're giving real impact to it, though. Like the enemy characters do have really high health bars, as naturally in an MMO game, close to something like WoW, or I don't think RuneScape really compares, but that is what most of my MMO knowledge is coming off of, WoW and RuneScape. I did dabble in other MMOs like Black Desert, but I did not find those fun. As I could say, for a new player, this is the real straightforward for new players. Black Desert, I could barely get into that game because it was so taxing to you. It like forced all these prompts to you that you don't really know about, and that's what I really like about Star Wars: The Old Republic. It gives you a way to like digest all of what's going on, like the crafting system. There's still some systems I don't really know. I'm still learning. I've just started my first playthrough of the Fallen Empire, and these are just my honest thoughts right now. Like, I am going full, just like bare bones. This is bare bones. And it's like right now, and it's another criticism right now, the footage is about to pull up. Like, the only thing I can tell is like the world is kind of big and you can get really lost in the world. I know that doesn't sound like a real criticism, but it kind of is like the maps are humongous. Each world has massive maps and you can get super lost in them. But the map is kind of forgiving for you to mark out your destinations for your next challenge. And I was actually in this gameplay you're going to see is actually another flashpoint. It's like a little mini heroic mission called a flashpoint, and these things are super fun. I was having too much fun in these things and I lost track of time. I was like super up late until like 5 o'clock in the morning recording this gameplay of just me going crazy in it against this big I don't know the name of the monster. I would have to look it up with like the image is blurry. Oh, and I think I found my new waifu of the year, Lana Beniko. Oh my god, I think I'm in love with a fictional character. Like, I know I'm a simp for Lana Beniko. This first, if you're trying to get into an MMO, I wouldn't really recommend Black Desert or any of those other fancy MMOs that they got right now. I think a good MMO, this would be a good MMO, starter MMO. And if you really like story and you do like character development and you get really attached to your characters, this is the game for you. And I have to recommend it to you because I love it. It is amazing. Note when you're playing this game that this is a sub-service game and most of the content is locked behind a subscription. But the base game is about 50 hours, and that is a big chunk of your time. And if you do like this game, please go all ahead and just subscribe to it. I'm not the dictator of your money. Like I said, this is a really good game for beginners and trying to get into an MMO, and you really like Star Wars and you are a fan of the original BioWare games, KOTOR, and the Obsidian game KOTOR 2, man, just pick it up. Why are you waiting for some nerd on the internet to tell you what to play? Alright guys, if you like this type of content and you want to see a more honest reactions to your favorite games, please leave a list of your games down in the comments below and I'll leave my honest reactions to them. Alright guys, this is Soul, and remember, Zoran is always with you.